What's up, YouTube? We are at episode 9, GLAZEMOB podcast. As you guys know, we are almost at 100 subscribers. I appreciate the support, guys. 100 subscribers in a couple months is insane. Appreciate y'all, you guys. We got a familiar face in the bakery. To my right, Danny Sosa is back in. What's up, Danny?
Yes, sir. We're back.
And to his left, guys, we got a special guest. It is my girlfriend's father, Danny's father, Mr. Martinez. How you feeling?
Pretty good. Ready to get this going, guys.
I know we've been waiting to get Mr. Martinez into the bakery for a minute now. So as you know, the holidays is here, so we got the family pulling up, and we've been meaning to talk some good football. We've had some good football in the past couple weeks, so we got a lot to recap.
Yeah, it's unveiling now. See who the real teams are now.
Yeah, I know. High praise for So I put it like this. Do the Eagles, is that reflecting their record, or do y'all think that they're like the best team right now in football?
My opinion, they're a good team.
Mm-hmm.
They're a good team. They're an overall team. They have flaws, and they had been injury prone. Now that they got exposed, let's see what happens.
It's gonna be interesting to see. I just hate, right? I really hate that they got Jalen Hurts injured right before the Cowboys.
The advantage they have is that no matter what happens, they're still.
Yeah,
they have to just win one.
Yeah, they're already clear. They win what? They win one. They clinch.
That's
they
it.
clinch
Home
the
field.
right? Home field throughout.
And first round bye, probably, right?
Yeah, NFC will have to come through Philly, city of brotherly love. It's amazing, and what I said is like you see like the jump from like Jalen Hurts when he gets AJ Brown, and I think I was telling my pops that we was talking. It's like if you got every elite quarterback, right, and I said this with like Justin Fields. It's like if you got every elite quarterback, they always have an elite weapon. Besides, I guess Lamar Jackson, which if you kind of think, I guess Lamar is kind of falling in. Justin Fields is kind of falling into that Lamar where it's pretty much him or bust, right? He's the whole team. So I think like you see what Jared Goff is doing with this guy with Amon-Ra St. Brown. I mean, you get a playmaker and it can just catapult you. So I think do y'all believe, because we know y'all are Bears fans. Do y'all believe that if Justin Fields gets that one guy, like that one AJ Brown, that one Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Stephon Diggs? Because people forget, Josh Allen was not Josh Allen before Stephon Diggs. And they make that trade from Minnesota, and he is Josh Allen.
Yeah, it's a different team. I mean, you really think about it, just Buffalo, where you take, like you're saying, Detroit, but Buffalo was a complete different team.
Yeah.
With the Bears, I think it is. I mean, in my opinion, I think they haven't given the whole offense to Fields. Maybe because they're still, like we're saying, we don't have that number one stud. Mm-hmm. Then we're going to have questions. Both our running backs, if I'm right, are free agents. Really? We have a whole ton of money.
Do you think they're trying to keep Herbert, or do you think they're trying to keep Montgomery?
No, you got to keep both. Yeah, Montgomery's
which one y'all have? I know you want both. It's like, like Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. But if you had to choose, like if they said, hey, we got to let one guy, if y'all in office and they're like, we got to let one of these guys go.
Money-wise, Herbert's cheaper.
Yeah, I'll take, I like David, but I'll keep Clay.
I think he's better. Is he a better pass catcher as well?
They both are. They both are. I mean, the difference is one's a power, one's a sprinter, Mm-hmm. Herbert is.
Yeah, he's fast.
You get him out on the outside and bomb those.
It's like, was it like Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon?
But I feel like what you said, I think we just need to protect him, though.
Yeah.
Like, you can't have a number one and you gotta have time, like, you gotta look.
Yeah.
Because then you become a one-way quarterback. That means you're not gonna go to him.
Oh yeah, the defense.
And you can't have that. So they gotta go after big boys like in this offseason. Else we're screwed because if you guys hurt, that's it.
Yeah, it's a different offense.
Yeah, it's
not a different offense. You're a whole completely different team.
Oh yeah, I mean that's gonna hurt you. Like I still don't see how. Like, we know Justin Fields is that team, and it's the complete opposite with Dak Prescott. I mean, you see what Cooper Rush was able to do in 5 games. Dak is not. Now, they don't fly as high as Dak can, do whatever, but I think we was talking before the podcast. If they don't go deep into the playoffs, I do think they blow that team up.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that because we were just talking about that with the Cowboys. If you really look at it, when they played Cooper, mm-hmm. They used their whole offense.
Yeah.
I mean, they were able to really game plan. With Dak in it, they leave a lot to him. I mean, I thought the boy is good, but this year he showed a lot of flaws, especially after the injury. I don't know if he can't grip the ball yet, because you see a lot of balls sailing on him. A lot.
And I don't think we know Zeke is past his prime. I mean, his shelf life. I mean, taking too many hits. He had that point of no return. I think he had 1 year where he almost had 400 carries.
Yeah.
I mean, when you do that, that's a point of no return. And then I don't think CD is that guy. Like, he's a good complimentary player, but I don't think he's that number one that you can just depend on night in, night out.
I don't want to say he drops a lot of balls, but
I think he's
I think you know what more
he's like a gadget number one.
Yeah, I think more it is
you could.
They don't fear, like, I don't see him making his stamp on games. Like, it's a difference, like, when you watch, like, Justin Jefferson, right? When you watch that, it's like he's making his stamp.
But I feel like the offense goes through Justin.
yeah.
Oh,
The offense don't go through CD. If the offense went through CD, you'll be like, oh, he a number one.
What I like about him, and I mean, yeah, I think you can line him up anywhere.
You really can.
Oh, yeah, he could be in the slot.
Yeah.
He could be
And I think this is the new era of football, you know.
Mhm.
All these kids that are coming out, or you can line them up basically anywhere. And like before, you have a Calvin Johnson.
Yeah,
He's on
always
the
on the
edge.
outside. Yeah.
You know, you got a Edelman. You know,
Wes Welker,
Welker.
slot receivers, Cole Beasley's.
So now, I mean, the NFL. Well, these kids are well prepared. You
Look at Tyreek. Tyreek right now, I'm telling you, he's probably the best receiver right now in the NFL. I don't care what you say.
I gotta give it to Justin Jefferson, bro.
Nah, Tyreek different. Tyreek can burn anyone whenever. Justin, you can stop him if you really know how to break him down. It's because you can't stop.
You know what I think about Tyreek is he's a dog. He's a dog.
Yeah, he's really
he's a dog.
He's a dog.
Justin Jefferson's a
No,
dog.
he is, but
You see when he got
good,
when he got hit when who they played when the Colts to come back when he got hit and he held onto the ball, took it all on the chin, and he knew he was coming out. He's like slamming his helmet down because you can tell like, bro, that I'm trying to get back in this game. Like, that boy is a beast, and like you said, they're running the offense through him. Tyreek is, I mean, we see he's gonna have like Kirk Cousins is trash. Like, he is terrible.
yeah, I know.
And Justin Jefferson's putting up those numbers.
See, and I think that's what's gonna hurt him in the playoffs.
But the
Kirk,
thing
yeah, I
is,
think so
just
too.
like think about it, he still has Waddle, so like you can't like we know Justin Jefferson's gonna get the ball, so you have three guys looking at him. You have Waddle and you have Tyreek.
No, I think what's it called? Because people forget Adam Thielen before Justin Jefferson.
Yeah,
got
I
there
think that was good.
was
I
that
don't
dude.
I think this year he's hurt.
Who?
Thielen? You don't think he's? You don't
He's
think
out.
He's already coming to that.
Think
point.
about last year, the offense ran through him.
Mm-hmm.
If you really think of how many, I'm not sure how many catches he had, but he was up there.
Yeah, they remind me of you know that him and Thielen remind me of. Y'all remember Randall Cobb and Jordy Nelson? It's like Randall Cobb would get all the yards, and then Jordy was getting all the TDs. Because I remember having him on fantasy. I'm like, God damn it! Like, Randall Cobb would have like 8 catches for 120 yards, but then Jordy would have like 62 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron, just throw him the ball. Speaking of the guys, so what are y'all thinking about the Bengals? I mean, they started off sloppy, but I think they won the last like 5 out of 6 or something. Like, do y'all think they're going to make a run in the AFC?
What?
Do y'all think they're going to give the Chiefs a run?
I think Buffalo and Cincy can go into Kansas City and
And
pull it out.
But
I'm saying pull it out. Not I don't.
but Kansas City is hot right now. They're hot. I know Patty Mahomes is feeling it. You can tell he's been feeling
No,
it.
he's a dog.
He's
a
good.
dog.
He's good.
He's
At
a
first,
dog.
I thought the Bills, but then like you see the way the Chiefs are playing,
The only thing.
it's up for grabs.
See,
honestly.
the only
It's
thing I
really
don't
up
like
for
about
grabs.
Kansas City is they scored 37, but they scored 38 on them. You know.
Yeah, that's they don't have.
And
Do
then-
you think it means
but
something
it-
when a
it-
team is like, when you have that dog, like you said, like Kansas City, but then you have a team like Cincy that's like, we know we can beat you. We got a quarterback
I feel like
that's beating
since
you
it is a
3
way
now.
better overall team than Kansas City, but
Yeah.
they just have Patrick Mahomes
Yeah.
and Andy Reid.
If healthy. Since he has to go into Kansas City
Healthy.
healthy.
Jamar Chase has got to be healthy.
Yes.
They're a totally different team without him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The LSU boys. Shout out to Tigers. LSU boys.
Yeah, they have a shot.
But I think those are the 3 picks, right? Cincy, Buffalo, and
Kansas City.
KC.
To take it off.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I mean, in the AFC.
to represent the AFC.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of anybody else in the AFC. I know with Lamar.
I don't think
they
the
got hurt.
Super Bowl is gonna be from the NFC. Someone from the AFC is gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
NFC?
Yeah, from the AFC. Someone from the AFC is gonna win the Super Bowl. It's not gonna be the NFC. It's not gonna be an NFC team.
I
feel like they're weak.
I think the NFC is a little bit stronger.
You think so?
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. San Francisco got a good
San
team.
Francisco is gonna their D is gonna carry on pretty deep.
Okay, they've been had a good defense.
And what's it called too?
Now they have a
tripping.
277 pick quarterback. You really think he's not gonna be like, oh crap, at one point?
Oh, he is. Definitely. He's gonna have that moment.
Like Minnesota, I don't think Minnesota's gonna do nothing.
Oh no.
The Eagles, they're beatable. The Cowboys, they just lost to the Texans. They just lost to the Jaguars, not bad. Almost lost to the Texans.
If I had to be a betting man, I would say the Eagles. If I had to be a betting man, I would say the Eagles. Just
Jalen
because.
Hurts isn't healthy right now, though. Remember?
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
he's
but
not
I
healthy
think-
right now as we speak.
No.
He is not healthy.
Oh yeah, but they are. But they're gonna.
And
They're
it's
gonna.
cold weather for non, so he's screwed.
No, Philly is cold, but no,
Yeah.
Philly plays in cold. But
No, those hits just they feel a little bit more down, and he's hurt. That's what I'm saying. So like, if he's gonna play hurt, good
I think
luck.
they're gonna sit him down. That's the good thing about them with their record.
Well, he's not playing tomorrow.
Yeah, and if the Eagles mess around and beat the Cowboys, he's gonna be good for the playoffs because they don't have to play him. Like he's gonna already be clinched with the number one.
And
seed.
I think that's.
I'm just saying he better be healthy. That's it.
Oh,
I think that's the coin times they're going with you. They're saying, all right, if we are
Risk
able
it,
to,
we just heard
yeah,
it,
if
win.
we beat Dallas, we're good. We don't have nobody to worry about. We can ride our boy through the playoffs.
I mean, that's what I would. I'll just sit him down.
All right, I was gonna ask a question. What about Tua? You
I was just
believe in
on.
Tua?
That's my sleeper pick. Miami's my sleeper pick.
Oh, to take it?
I think they go to the AFC Championship. I don't think they go to the Super Bowl. I think they run into Kansas City.
Okay, but why?
Why
do
they
you
go-
say why are you picking the Dolphins? Because of
No, to make it to the AFC
Right,
Championship
but why?
because I like their.
You don't like
overall
Tua.
game.
You like what they got, right?
No, I like Tua. I actually like Tua. Like Tua is
he
actually.
cool, but
He's one of those. It's another thing, man. It's like you see all these guys that are great quarterbacks, but then they get that one piece. That's what I was saying with Justin Fields. They get that one piece, and now you get Tyreek in that offense,
But
and now
Tua has not one, not two, not three.
he has speed all
What
around.
is it, the 6 top receivers from last year.
Mm-hmm.
All the duels had 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 yards. So I think they were saying that he had all the 1,000-yard catchers from last year.
Damn, see, and then now,
If I have that stat.
they're gonna be in the playoffs.
yeah.
Can
Only
they do
thing-
damage? Do you rely on their defense?
That's
And
the
Tua.
thing.
That's it.
That's
They
I
don't
think
have
it's
a
the
defense.
I think it's the defense.
I always think the defense comes first before your offense.
But
like
you know
the
what's-
way you play.
I think that's why they either make it to the AFC Championship or they get derailed by the Bills.
Because think about it, we gotta look at all the playoff teams right now. We gotta look at their defenses. Okay, San Fran really is good.
All right, and let's go AFC. Who's their top defense? Buffalo.
Buffalo, easy Buffalo.
Are Jets still in it?
No, they just lost last night.
Mm-hmm.
So is that bump them out already?
Yeah, I
Pretty
say
sure.
Buffalo.
So it's
If Lamar wasn't hurt, I would say the Ravens defense, but Lamar is Lamar. Because I think, like I was talking to your dad, they've gotten the last 6 games, they haven't given up more than 14 points, which is insane, but they can't put up points is the problem.
Yeah.
But I think Buffalo's defense is the top in the AFC
and then I think San Francisco.
and the NFC.
Cowboys maybe they're up there, but I feel like they do give up points. I mean,
Yeah. And Dak does not look like the Dak that I.
there's
I
something
believe
going
is-
on. There's something
Sack
going on.
Prescott.
Yeah. Not only sack, I think it's they get pass happy. I can't believe you have a lead in the game and you're still 40-some passes when you have a lead on the game.
I don't
you
think
have
Dak's
Tony
that
Pollard
loud.
and
I think Dak heard that noise, man. I think he heard that noise of like he thought everybody was gonna be like, oh man, he got hurt now. Cooper Rush is coming. He thought Cooper was gonna like shit the bed, and it's like, oh, Dak's our savior. Now it was the complete opposite. They like Dak, you fucking up. Like you gotta. We thinking about Cooper Rush coming back.
And if you go back to those games and you really watch football, the game plan the Cowboys had through those 4 games, 5 games, was completely
Well, the first
different.
game was against us. The first game back,
Yeah, it was.
and he looked alright. I mean, but I mean,
Mac?
his
Oh.
first one was against us, and he looked. I mean, after that, I didn't really keep up, but.
I think who did they play after that? Who they? Who they play after y'all? Because they lost.
They lost to the Packers. He gave up 2 picks, right, against the Packers.
It was the Packers, and then
He lost to the Packers.
And then they played the Eagles.
I think in the last 3 games he has 7 interceptions.
Yeah,
No, you can't do that.
And then losing to the Jaguars, man. Like every Cowboys fan, oh well, you know that game didn't matter. Nah, I don't.
I mean, they're gonna be in, so let's see their excuse this year. They're already in. Let's see what they do. I mean, I don't think they're. I mean,
they better not.
their defense is really gonna be what
carries them.
Yeah, it's not gonna be their offense. Yes, the offense put up points, but at the end of the day, you need to stop them.
Oh yeah, nah, yeah.
You're not gonna stop Patty. You're not gonna stop Joe Burrow. You're not gonna stop Tua.
How about our,
And you're not gonna stop Josh Allen. So that's why I say the Cowboys don't have a chance in winning it. Or that's what I'm saying. NFC team, we really don't have a chance. Like, I mean, the Eagles, yeah, because of the record. Everyone's like, because of the
I wouldn't say the record. I say
they're good. They're good, but like we gave them a scare. We had a shitty team last week, so I don't know what people will be like. Oh, they're good. I mean,
nah, you know what? But that could be 2 ways, because like you know how it is. It's like let's say you can have a bad
it's not
game.
2 ways.
No, you can have a bad game and still win. Like that's
Right.
like
I mean,
that makes it different.
He had, he had like 2 picks, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We were on his ass, but like that's what happens when you go in there thinking you're gonna win. I mean, they beat us, but we get.
But you see what I mean, though, right? It's like if you like that's what separates great teams from like the bottom feeders. It's like, bro, like okay,
You're supposed
we
to
got out with a win. If you are supposed to, bully people, right? You're supposed to like bully people. But I don't like. Do you think
There's
the
no
Cowboys?
but when you're supposed to beat them.
Do you think the Cowboys are better than the Eagles?
I think they're the same.
Defensively?
No, like just in total.
Like on paper, we're talking about. We just look on them on paper and we just go off paper.
From what you've seen.
Well, on paper,
Cowboys are a better team.
On paper.
On paper,
But we
better
gave
team.
both teams.
They're both
for the
beautiful.
money.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Nah, y'all got wiped by the Cowboys.
We barely lost by it was like 2 scores.
Yeah.
But wasn't it like after what's it called? Wasn't it like after like the game was already like blown?
Nah, we didn't even score after that. They kept us at that.
Uh,
Like I said, you're supposed to beat our ass and you didn't. Like Justin Fields ran all over the Cowboys. He ran all over the Eagles. He's been running all over everyone this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I put him with Lamar, bro. Like,
And we're a shitty team. We
it's
have
not-
a JV roster and we're putting up numbers. We haven't put up these type of numbers in like 3 years. With the shitty team. Now give us a weapon. I ain't worried.
Yeah,
Now
that's
and
what
we got a good defense.
that's what I've been saying. If you just got to get that weapon. But did y'all beat the Packers?
No, we're not worried. That's it. They're done.
So here's the
I just think this. I feel like our season was over and we lost to them. If we would have beat the Packers, I feel like it would have given us a little bit more like, oh shit, we have a chance. Because once you lose to the Packers, you're like,
That's it.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
And I
do you
think that's what screwed us.
So how long do you think that takes for y'all's team to get out that?
We're
mentality?
next year or
This next year.
next year. That's it. I feel like it's next year. This is year 3. You have $130 million.
Mm-hmm. You gotta go make some moves.
You gotta do
The
something.
youngest defense, if I'm right.
Bro, we have the youngest. We've been playing with rookies all year. Our defense is full of rookies. We are probably one of the youngest teams out there.
I think they were last Sunday with one of the linebackers. I think he's the 3rd or 4th string.
Well, he wasn't undrafted. Like I said, like he's been playing like a beast. Everyone's like, oh, Rokon. I mean, I feel like okay, now we see why they gave him up.
Yeah, because they got somebody in the
Yeah.
back that's
The
coming up.
Bears saw something if you really think about it, because we were just talking about that off camera. That what have you seen Raekwon Smith do?
That's true.
Quinn, nothing. Mac, he's having all right. He has 10 plus sacks, maybe. I think he has like 10 sacks. Yeah, I mean, he's all right, but
Now you gotta eventually get those guys out before you too late.
I think I was kind of mad about Mac. I just felt like Mac is just that presence. He just brings that you gotta really sit down and be like, how are we gonna block this guy? Because he can really disrupt the game. He can take over a game, but.
And with me, I think it was different. I think it was Raekwon Smith. If negotiations would have been different, because I think Raekwon was playing just to play. He wasn't playing his game.
Mm-hmm.
He was playing for, you know what, I'm going to get through this year and I'm done.
Yeah. I think what's
Because you didn't see him the first 4 or 5 games.
They didn't want to pay him because I feel like he's not a cover linebacker. He's more of a follow the ball.
Bottle ball.
See ball, get ball.
Yeah, there you go.
He can kill the gap.
Yeah, see ball, get ball.
Okay, like we have Fred Warner. He's probably the highest paid, one of the highest paid, right?
Him and what's the boy from Tennessee, I think. But yeah,
Fred Warner, he could cover. So that's the reason why he okay, you gave him that money. I mean, Rokon, he's gonna tackle, but he can't cover. We're in a passing time now. They're we're not gonna give you 20 million, bro. We're not gonna give you 20 mil. There's no way. I mean, at first you're like, oh shit, pay him. But then you sit back and you're like, yeah, don't give him 20.
Yeah.
Like, don't give it to him. Like, go give a lineman 20 mil, in my opinion. I'll pay 20 mil to a lineman before, like, Roquan, honestly. Like, if I write a contract. Because you need to protect Fields.
It's going to be weird, man. I got a feeling the playoffs is going to be super duper weird. Because I remember watching this Vikings-Bills game, and Bills should have mocked the Vikings, but it's any given Sunday. That's how I feel. Like I think that's why everybody loves football so much. It's like it's just any given Sunday where it's like one play can either hurt you, help you. You get something from the ref. You get a bad call from a ref.
Look at the Raiders.
Same thing. Like
one play,
one freaking play hurts and helps them. So and then you like, and then the coach like I don't know how you Jeff Saturday, bro. Like you just show why you shouldn't be a coach.
Yeah.
You 33 and you let them walk you down and beat you.
There's a lot of we used to have a saying with. Remember, not because you play the game means you can coach it.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
There's a lot of players out there that are phenomenal coaches or mentors.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Leftwich.
Yeah.
He wasn't that great. And he's a good ass coach. That's what people got messed up. Like, bro, you might be a good athlete, but can you actually like? It's different when you gotta lead.
Just because you
like,
didn't play doesn't mean.
Because most of these fools are like, it's just them, Now you got 53 people that rely on them, and they
Or not a whole game plan if you really think about it.
Like you really have to break down football. A lot of people don't know how to break down football.
Like what's his name? Shanahan. I don't think Kyle ever played football. Did he?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Well, like at the NFL level.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and then now it's, him and his dad, beast.
Look at Mike McDaniel.
Josh McDaniel.
No, Mike McDaniel, that guy from the
Oh
Dolphins.
yeah.
He's doing something out there. You can tell.
It's gonna be weird, but I think a lot of it's gonna have to do with matchups too. Like if the Cowboys mess around and get the 49ers first round.
Maybe they get one. Maybe they get one.
You think they get a game off of them?
Maybe they get one playoff win.
Well, no, think about it. Last year, that's what happened.
They got
Niners and Cowboys.
Yeah,
and the Niners
came to Dallas and then went to Green Bay and walked them down
with Jimmy G.
With a lot less defense than this year.
And they have Christian McCaffrey. And Debo's not healthy this year. He's not healthy this year, but
what I'm thinking of, what I'm trying to think of, and what I don't understand, why is everybody so gung-ho on Justin Herbert?
Well, you gotta think about it. Keenan Allen didn't play this year a lot, and Mike Williams didn't play, so
I'm talking about even last year.
Well, last year he did. What did he do? He did. Okay. He lost. Remember that? How did they lose last year? Remember?
In the playoffs.
Overtime, right?
Did they make the playoffs?
They didn't because something happened.
They got
knocked out the week before in overtime.
Where was some
to the Raiders, wasn't it?
I think it was because they were like, "Oh, we're gonna take the something." Remember something weird happened?
It was something weird, but I think was it to the Raiders? I can't remember who knocked them out.
But I really thought they were gonna be doing where he didn't. Remember when I said it? I was like,
yeah, I thought they was gonna be doing better
because they have a good defense. They picked up all these different players, but then
then you get a banged up team.
Yeah, you got banged up and you're screwed.
I think that's what hurt them because I thought they were one of my top 3.
Chargers.
Yeah, I feel like they were gonna be scared by
I think I don't know, when we first did the first episode, I think I had Bills, Chiefs. I don't know if I think I had Bills and Chiefs from the AFC.
I think you said the Dolphins probably too, maybe. I don't know.
I had the Dolphins over there. I probably did. But I know I had Bills and Chiefs for the AFC Championship. Because I said the Bengals wasn't going to make it again. I said I think I still got the Bills. I don't know. I just think that the defense is going to make a play to save the game. I don't think Josh Allen is going to make the play to win the game. I think the defense is going to make a play to save the game.
Last week he pulled it out though.
He did. Ooh.
I think it all depends on the scenario and who they're playing.
Yeah.
Their defense can make a play. You can rely on Josh Allen. But with a healthy squad too.
The NFC is just a little bit scary. It's scary. There's a scary. I know everyone in the NFC is like, you better pull it together because
I think that's how it's always been though. Like AFC is scary in terms of they are just so much high power offenses, and then I feel like the NFC has always had defense. Well, you got the Bills with the AFC, but I feel like NFC has always had defense. Like think about y'all with the Bears. You got the 49ers, who've always been on their defense, Cowboys, who else am I thinking of? The Eagles. Like, I feel like the defense has always come from the NFC, and then the AFC just has so much offense.
You know, it's going to be funny, like, say the Cowboys make it, which they are, and their own NFC East team knocks them out.
The Giants? I mean, the Eagles?
Yeah, they make
Are the Giants still in it?
Wild card, aren't they?
They're in the hunt. I think they're in the hunt. Because I think the last game, it's a big one for them. I think it's them or Washington or them or...
Who's the forgotten one? Nah. I did say that. I did not think that the NFC East would be their records. Like, I did not see that coming.
Look at the Seahawks. We didn't expect this from the Seahawks. They're in it, too.
Look, no, Geno Smith, I did not expect.
Remember what I said in Thanksgiving in the parade? That's a sleeper team.
Seahawks.
See, nobody's talking about them. They're just slowly making the ground. Detroit's just on a high. Detroit's on a high that...
Shout out Mike Hughes.
I mean...
Told you I had your defense on my fantasy team.
It's just... That's a surprising.
Mm-hmm.
That's a surprise. And they have nothing to lose.
Nope.
So that's like they started, what is it, 1-6 or 1-5 or something?
They just out there playing. Amon-Ra St. Brown is like the new Antonio Brown.
Yeah, he's
Who's
good.
everywhere,
Yeah, that's
bro.
another kid you line up. Just
Everywhere.
anyway.
Y'all got his brother, right?
Yeah, EQ.
Amon-Ra.
But I think it's injury's gonna play a big role in NFC.
And you got Jalen Hurts banged up.
Yes.
Gacky looks like he's playing hurt.
I don't think he's a
49ers don't have a quarterback.
So
Kirk Cousins. That's all I gotta say is Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins.
He's
I'm
up
not
and down.
believing it.
It's so terrible watching him. Like, he'll give you performances like Vikings, and then he'll give you a performance like the other day with the Indianapolis. It's like, what the is going on with you? It's gotta be frustrating playing with him. Tennessee is another team that nobody's talking about really.
And they're in the hunt.
Yep.
I think this is the week they either make it or break it, right?
Ryan
If
Tannehill.
they win, they're in. I think if I'm right, this week.
We'll see.
I know they're not one of my picks.
Tennessee, I don't.
The Jaguars are still in it somehow.
Jacksonville.
I just saw that.
It's because that division is so terrible because you got the Texans and the Colts are just
Is it the Texans, Colts, Titans,
and Jaguars. So they're just battling out with Jacksonville. I mean, with Tennessee right now for the record to win because they could potentially. I mean, if they win out and let's say Tennessee loses the last 2 or 3, I think they win the AFC South. Which
Hey, what about the Browns?
Oh, we're looking for next year. I'm just glad that Deshaun is each week getting better. I mean, I was hoping when the suspension happened that he was gonna get 6 games, but what people realize is that he's coming in where these guys is at mid-season form. So you're like playing teams that have already been playing 14, 15 weeks. So I mean, he's slowly getting back, and you'll see like flashes of himself where he's like, he scrambled the other day for like 30 yards, or he had the one touchdown on Donovan Peoples-Jones where literally they slowed it and the ball like goes right through the defender. Like it's like he was trying to like knock it down like this, and that shit went like right through, like pinpoint. So I think it's gonna just be.
So right now, is he a top 10 quarterback?
Hell no. Top 10? Hell no.
Right.
Hell no. Now will he be? I guarantee you next year. Absolutely, he'll be.
What's gonna be the difference?
Oh, easily. You got rust off. All it is just rust. You can't be away from the game for damn
For
near
that
2
long.
years.
So we're gonna blame it on the rust.
What? No, you blame it on. So you think you'll be the same player if you was gone for 2 years?
You got it. You got it.
Bro. You see this man? So you think you'll be the same player for 2 years?
I mean, if you can still stay in shape, why don't you?
Because just games.
What's gonna
You
change?
can't. Game
Okay,
speed.
the game speed. Okay, so you're a professional. You're gonna be an excuse. I'm rusty. You're getting paid how much?
So how do you play an actual NFL game if you can't play an NFL?
So we're blaming him because he's rusty and he's gonna take all these millions to not be rusty.
No. So how do you play an NFL
Okay,
game?
he's rusty. That's okay.
So let's say-
give him that. We'll
Or
give him
put it
that.
like this: you played football in high school.
I don't want to hear excuses.
I'm saying you played football in high school.
I did.
So if you, let's say your sophomore year.
I just didn't play. I mean,
No, I'm
I
saying
was
like,
never
let's
rusty.
say your sophomore. Hold on. Let's just say your sophomore year, you played, and that was your last game, and you didn't play a game, and you quarterback, not where you just see ball, hit ball. You're a quarterback. This isn't a wide receiver where, hey, you're running the same routes. You just got to work on your time. No, you're a quarterback. So that means you got to read defense, gain speed.
Once again, you're paying how much to do what?
Bro, you have to actually play in the game, though. So if you're a quarterback sophomore year and you got to go and play, you don't play a game until your senior year, you're not going to be the same quarterback. It's going to take you time.
These are pros.
So you think, let me ask you this, Mr. Martinez. Do you think that how long would it take if you was away from the NFL for 2 years? How long do you think it'll take?
How long did it take Jordan? How long did it take Jordan to get back to his rhythm?
Who?
Jordan.
Bro, it's basketball. That's not football.
I'm just the question. It's just a question. I don't care if it's basketball or nothing.
Because you can't.
You just brought it because it was rusty, right?
No. Okay. So how do you?
Right? Didn't you just say?
So how do you play an NFL game and you can't compare the NBA to basketball? Because what you can do in basketball.
What's the difference between football? What's the difference between a quarterback and a shooter? Timing. Right? It's timing. It's the same thing as timing.
We're talking about what's the difference between an NBA player getting back.
The whole question was, is like Deshaun, like they're not doing good because he's rusty. That's
Wait a minute.
That was my whole like.
Who just got hurt? Somebody just got hurt. No. Because you brought up Jordan, so we're gonna go back to basketball. KD. When KD got his torn Achilles, it took him more than I'm sure 3 games to be KD. Now you're a professional. And you tear your Achilles,
right?
And you've been going, but why did it take KD so long to get back? KD's that guy.
He is.
So why did it take him so long? In your logic, why did it take him so long?
Why did he? Exactly why?
No, I'm asking you. I know why. I just told you.
Okay, why? Because they were supposed to tell because he was whatever game planning.
So what's
the game speed and all? We're gonna break it down like.
No, I'm asking you. I already gave my reasoning. So what's your reason?
I'm saying, why was he? I want to know why he was rusty too.
Because you can't.
Why is Deshaun? Why is he rusty right now? What's
because
his
you can't. It's not an excuse. You can't. He literally could not play.
Anybody
it's not like you can't. He was suspended. So how do you can't literally play? It's like Vic. Vic wasn't.
Cooper Rush didn't play for fucking how many years, and he came in and won 5 games.
Yeah, but Cooper Rush was never a starting quarterback, so it wasn't like they wasn't
judging. You just proved my point. He wasn't a starting quarterback. He came in and won games. Why?
Deshaun is 2-1. What are you talking about? You ain't like
2-1.
Yes, he's 2-1. It's only been 3 games. What are you talking about? He's 2-1.
Well, that's how long he's been out for. He's only played 3 games.
Yes, what are you talking about? He was suspended for 12 games. It's only week, 15 or 16?
I was 16. Forgot.
Yeah, it's only been 2-1.
I mean, the first game I was like, damn.
It's GLAZEMOB, baby. You gotta know what you're talking about before you jump in. So if you're gonna like Vic, when Vic came, Vic was never the same Vic because he was gone away from the game for however long. We had to gradually go because you just can't go and call a couple guys and be like, hey, I want to play an actual NFL game where I need y'all to go 1,000%. Like a pickup game or whatever, when you're doing basketball, it's a little bit different because you can go to summer leagues. You can do unsanctioned events that's not the NBA where you can get those reps, do your shot. But if I don't hit, what does it look like? I'm calling my buddy, like, hey man, I need you to come and throw so we can throw you the ball. But I don't got a top linebacker chasing me down, or I don't got another 12 guys out on the field that I gotta read.
So what happens to Cleveland? Let's say he goes with 2-1, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're week 16, week 17. So he has 2 more games. Let's say he goes 3-2, and he starts next year 1-3.
There should be no excuse.
Oh yeah, no,
I'm
not gonna give him no
next year. What does Cleveland do?
No, they gotta keep.
They're regretting it right now. I promise you, they're regretting it right now.
Hell no, they was never. Nah, they would. Now I will say this: they're
gonna regret it because no one's gonna go want to pay for Deshaun Watson. I promise you right now.
Not only that, I think it's guaranteed, right?
Everything's there. He's got 245 games.
Let me tell y'all what happened.
Whatever happened, no one's gonna want to go play with him. I promise.
I'm gonna bet you money on that because we already.
No one's worried about the Barcelona.
So if he wins,
because who's in that division? You got Burrow, you got Lamar. No one's gonna want to go play with Deshaun Watson. I promise you, they're not gonna want to go play with him.
And why is that?
So if
bro, we're not gonna talk about why you don't want to go play with him.
So when somebody comes and signs to play for Broncos,
bro, they're not gonna want to go play with him.
When we're gonna bet money, you heard it here. So I'm gonna make you eat those words. Now, when we go back and we say what Mr. Martinez was talking about, when that time comes, because like I said, he's already 2-1. They got to play the Saints coming up.
Should be a dub. I mean, should be a dub.
What you're gonna see happen? Because we still have a great team. This isn't like y'all who are one dimensional with just the field. No, I'm saying it's not leaning on Deshaun. That's what I'm saying. Like I literally.
Well, my bad. The quarterback is that good that we can lean on him.
Bruh, are y'all in the playoffs? I'm just saying.
Were we
Justin Fields, I
expecting
gave y'all quarterback y'all flowers. I literally said.
You don't
if
gotta
you
give us nothing. You gotta give me
Bruh,
nothing.
I'm saying Justin.
I don't
when
care
Justin
what some people
Fields-
say.
when
I know
Justin
what we
Fields-
got. I know what we got.
When Justin Fields comes and he plays, I mean not plays.
You're
but
telling
they
me
give
something I
when they
already
give-
know.
So what I'm saying is, with a team like the Browns, when you give him, when you don't have to lean on Deshaun and be like, hey, we need you to be our runner, we need you to be our passer, we need you to do all these things. No, if there's games, hand it off to Nick Chubb, hand it off to Kareem Hunt. You can ease him back
You
to
gotta
where
remember,
you
that's
open
what
up.
they want.
Huh?
That's what they want. They want the offense is running through who? Justin.
No.
So if he could be a versatile runner, they're gonna run the ball.
Who? Well, you talking about the Bears?
Yeah, I mean you're being like,
Oh,
you're saying they're one dimension, like
No,
they're
but
one dimension
eventually
because
it's-
he's a runner. If you can't stop
it's
it, why
the
you gonna,
same-
if
what's-
it ain't broke, don't fix it.
What's the diff? Okay, but what's the difference? It's the same with Lamar, right? Lamar was one dimensional, and he doesn't have any type of playmaker.
You don't.
So what they eventually want to see, because this isn't just us now. Yeah, we're talking, but what's going on in
I
that
don't know
front?
what's going on with the Ravens and why they haven't given him a top. I mean,
Because they said, is this going to be our guy? Is he going to be our guy? Because when it gets
would you pay him?
who
Would
Lamar,
you pay him?
hell yeah, I pay him. But they look at it different. They look at it as like, okay, can he take us to playoffs and give us a deep run in the playoffs? Right? The Bears, Ravens, those teams are used to winning, and they're used to winning at a high level, right? Good thing with the Browns, them motherfuckers ain't used to winning, right? So it's not like, hey, we got a good quarterback. Give us something that was better than Baker. Y'all, a little bit different. Y'all look like, hey, the
What was
Bears
your
is
excuse with Baker though?
who? With Baker? To be honest, Baker was never a bad quarterback to me. I don't understand. I don't know why the NFL.
He had OBJ, he
Yeah,
had Jarvis, he had
I don't know
Njoku, he
why.
had Chubb, he had
I had no clue why.
So now you have Deshaun Watson.
And I know what Deshaun Watson
We're
brings
no
to the table.
receivers now.
Huh?
We're not a top receiver.
Cooper's
either.
out or what?
Deshaun Watson?
Yeah.
He led the NFL in passing yards without DeAndre Hopkins. I'm not worried about the receivers. Like, he already did that without a top receiver.
I know,
But
but
what
like,
I'm saying
he did
is-
that, but then what happened when you guys made the Texans made to playoffs?
And they beat the Buffalo Bills, and then we lost to Kansas City because of freaking badass play call. We was up one thing with Jeff Saturday. We're up against Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. We're up 24-3 going into the third quarter. And then all you give us is 3 points. Why are we not doing the same stuff that we were doing before in the first half? Build
They're
on
gonna
fucking
beat the
run.
Chiefs though. Come on.
No, but it's also, bro, it's the same like the Colts. Like, the Vikings beats the Colts 33-0, right?
But then
Go
their
walk them down.
offense could pick up like that, Because they
Yeah,
have
but
Justin
what
Jefferson.
I'm saying is, like you asked, like, what do we do in the playoffs? I'm giving you that. We beat the Bills in the playoffs. We go to Kansas City. We're up tremendously in Kansas. It wasn't like we just got walked over. It's like, no, we did that. Then the suspension happened. So what I was telling your dad is, when you look at, like, people like those organizations that are used to, like, they're hungry for success, like the Bears and the Ravens, like they had their Super Bowls, they're always in the playoffs. They're looking at their quarterback a little bit different than a team like the Browns, who's like, we just want somebody. Can we even get to the playoffs? Y'all are.
So you
used to
think
that.
that's why you guys signed him? I mean, he had other options, but
Yeah, he had other options. I think he looked at it as like, one, give me the bag. Like, $230 million guaranteed is $230. And
so
two,
is he playing to win now, or is he playing for that bag?
I'm pretty sure he's definitely playing to win. But you got to think, like, we knew going in, if it was week 6, like, if he came back week 6, then everybody was legit like, okay, we have enough time. If Jacoby Brissett can keep us going to week 6, then even if we're like, let's say we're 3-3 at that point, then the defense, which it has been, should be able to carry us until we can get to opening up the playbook for him. The problem is he got suspended 12 weeks. Well, there's only 17 weeks. Like, I mean, you can't do nothing in 12 weeks because Jacoby Brissett, it ain't like Jacoby Brissett is about to, at the end of the week, be 8-3 or something. Hell no. So we look at that as, okay, let's just get out this season healthy. We don't want no ACL tears. We don't want nothing. So that way we can build on. It's like, if Justin Fields, knock on wood, but if Justin Fields gets hurt or whatever, well, it's like, hey, whoa. We don't need to jeopardize what we got, because just like y'all said, a couple of minutes ago, y'all are looking for next year. That's when y'all take that leap, right? Well, I could easily come back and be like, well, Justin Fields hasn't been away from the game. Why? I want to win now. Why is he not taking us to the playoffs now?
I literally thought they were gonna sit him down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You look forward to next. You got to look forward to next year.
But
So
then
you
again,
understand.
we go back to what he mentioned, and I think I'm a believer that the more game plan he sees, the more action he sees, the more everything. I think that makes him better. And I think if they would have sat him down, those reps are gone.
Yeah. And that's what I was trying to tell you, the reason with Deshaun. Your dad literally just gave what you were saying. I literally said, the more
But
game plan.
Justin is a different player than Deshaun Watson.
No, what I'm saying is
Deshaun Watson's been in how long in the league? He has what kind of weapons?
No, he's been but
What kind of weapons?
with his
He
weapons,
has nobody.
with his weapons, he went to the playoffs, and he was the same person without weapons. When he didn't have weapons, he did the same thing with Justin Fields. Had an okay record, and he led the league in
But
passing.
you guys had a great defense.
Bro, our defense was
We
not
had-
great. J.J. Watt was gone.
The
We didn't have
Texans
Huddle.
were good. How you
Bro,
not
no,
gonna
I'm
sit
talking
here
about
and
the year. I'm talking.
Yes, those years were good.
No,
You guys
no,
were
no,
solid.
no. You're not.
You had J.J. Watt.
No,
You had McKinney.
the year that you just said Justin Fields has like a young defense, this and that. I'm saying the year that Deshaun Watson, his last year there, all those guys were gone, and that was the year that he led the league in passing. J.J. Watt, DeAndre Hopkins,
That was
Justin
a trash ass year, right?
But he led the league in passing. That's what I'm saying. So what? And they was not in the playoffs. What does Justin Fields have with no defense and no weapons? No playoffs.
To me, I don't care how many passes you throw to. You gotta make.
No, but so
any quarterback. We're not just saying any quarterback. I don't care how many yards you throw. I don't care how many touchdowns. You're here to win games. Like,
yeah.
I don't care. Like,
but the
you
problem
score 7 touchdowns and you lose. What does that matter?
Because a good example is the Cowboys. They've had the #1 offense for the first week 1 through week 7 or week 8, and then they fall off.
Oh no, for sure. But,
and they average
also
400 or 500 yards.
Also, that's what I love about. See, that's what I love about basketball versus football. Right? I love basketball as much as football. It's cool. That's cool and all. But if I go out there and I do my job, now I got to lean on somebody else to do their job. And if you fuck up your job, now we just lost the game. I went and I did my job. But you miss a tackle, you bite on the screen, you bite on this, now this motherfucker scored, we lost the game. I did my job, right? I go, hey, you got 30 seconds, get us in field goal range. If you get the touchdown, great. But if you don't, get us in field goal range. I go out there, I get you in field goal range. Kicker, it's your job. You fucked that kick up. Now we lost the game.
Hey, as long as you do your job.
No, but you just said I don't care about this and that, and that. You got to play.
Right now that we're talking about jobs and quarterbacks, I'm just looking at the screen. Right, what's up with our boy Brady? Is it him or like you just said? Is it the team?
Well, the team better not be an excuse because he has a good team.
Tom Brady.
So
it might be him.
It's Brady.
Maybe if he's done, maybe he's like.
Yeah, I got it.
Sometimes we like
nobody.
It runs down. Yeah, exactly.
So you think he's gonna be the last person to realize, hey? There's players nowadays that
Brady
don't even
missed
go 10 years and they're like, I'm done.
Brady missed his time. It's his competitive nature. Yeah. But he missed his time. He should have left. He should have dropped the mic after he won with the Bucks. After he won with the Bucks, because he would have went out like only a few people in the history of the NFL have gone out, right? Jerome Bettis, Ray Lewis, where the Super Bowl, you win it. Yeah, Peyton, your Super Bowl, that's your
Ray Lewis did the best. I won,
I'm out. And now we're seeing the decline of Brady, and it's going to suck. It's not, his legacy is already established, but the people that are, young and still watching football, they're going to be like, God damn, Brady. It's like you see that decline versus him being a mythical thing. Now he's going to fall into
maybe let's say he is playing good.
Right.
Let's say he really is playing good, but like maybe they're just losing.
Yeah.
We could just see it that maybe the other team is just playing better. Maybe Brady is. That's like you said. You did your job right, but he's doing his job. But maybe
we're all gonna agree that Brady's Brady. If they go into the playoffs healthy, does he have a chance? Because they're in #1 place in their.
They have a chance because they have Brady. Yeah. But like I said, maybe if you find like a better.
Yeah.
But if he gets in, it's Brady. It's just only one game.
Because I think they win one more game and they're in the NFC South.
Yeah, because
they're still in #1. Yeah.
Carolina, who else?
Atlanta.
Oh yeah, see.
So
they have a chance. I forgot about that. I forgot about the Bucks.
And Brady, right?
Yeah, and Brady.
They just gotta come. They just can't come up, and that's the thing with Brady and him is they come up. See, he was in the Patriots for so long, and they just had to deal with high power offense to make it to the Super Bowl. But and then Belichick had the great defense. But man, they can't go up and meet up. Like if they meet up with somebody like the 49ers with that defense,
or even the Vikings. The Vikings give that word.
That's what I'm saying.
We just said that, right? And we said that the Cowboys and the Niners have probably the strongest defense, right? He went into Dallas and beat them. the beginning of the year. Can he do that again?
Who? But Brady?
Tampa.
Yeah, but didn't Dak get hurt that game? Wasn't that the game that he got hurt?
No, I think it was game 2.
Well, against the Bengals.
Yeah. Can he do that, or can he go to San
It
Francisco?
has to be a perfect game.
Yeah.
The perfect storm for him.
For Brady.
For now on, it just has to be perfect. It has that Brady, whatever, that Brady, you know, that
'Cause I mean,
Brady magic.
The way they say it, I think he is, of course, their division is like the NFC East last year, right? Can he go either to Philly, San Fran, or Dallas and win? Can he pull it out? Do you guys still believe he can pull it out?
I don't. If I was a bet man, I wouldn't, because I don't like.
But
I
then
don't
again,
like
you know what they
pieces,
say.
But you don't bet against Brady. You do not bet against Brady.
Maybe it's like, maybe he catches fire. It's like they say, once you're in the playoffs, you're in, you just need to catch fire.
Yep.
It's like when the Eagles won it that one
Yeah,
year.
because think about what we just said. Hurst is hurt. Let's say he's 80%, right? And he goes into Philly and pulls it out. What are we gonna say? Oh, it's because Hurst was hurt.
That's exactly what they're gonna say.
Yep.
Right? But they won't give Brady his flowers. It'd be hard, huh?
It'd be hard for that for Brady, but I don't like the pieces around Brady to help him out. I think that's more. I think the defense is good, but I think the guys that he needs to lean on. I don't like if Leonard Fournette was like Leonard Fournette, and you had a
Or
healthy
maybe they
Julio.
needed
You know what's going
young
on? AB.
Yeah.
AB really opened up the offense for him. People don't understand, like, AB can still play right now.
Yep.
Let's be honest, he can still play.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's the reason why they were so good that one year. Hey, because it's like AB is the number one receiver, and AB, we know how hard he works. He might do all this crazy stuff, but when it comes to play football, he can play football. And I feel like that's the one piece that you can see what's happening.
I think AB is what T.O. used to be back in the days, you know. T.O. would game up, you know.
Oh yeah, without all this stuff, when it's time to go,
I've always said, you know, I might have not liked the Cowboys or anything or whatever, but as an athlete, as a football fan, you're like, you can ball.
he got 130 yards in the Super Bowl on a
Broken
ankle. Like how the
half a foot.
bruh, they still wouldn't care about
All
this.
right, say now that we're saying about AB, where does Odell go?
Supposedly he's not even healthy.
Yeah.
One of his
Insane.
on whatever trainers or whatever said that even if he would have signed this year, he wasn't going to play. That was kind of like a
He did. I think
internet
he did
deal.
something to fuck it up. I think he did something to fuck it up. He was trying to.
He should go AFC team.
I said Chiefs.
I said Buffalo.
Buffalo.
I thought about Buffalo, but I don't know. Does he?
You
Go,
team him up
does
with
he go?
Diggs?
Well, does he go third though? Does he go as the third option? Because technically, I mean, you got
Like,
Davis.
let's be honest. It doesn't matter. You're gonna have to be like, oh, that's OBJ.
Oh, facts.
And you got Diggs. Now if he goes to Kansas City,
That's why I say Kansas City, because I think he'll be legit either number one or number two. Because I mean,
you still have Kelsey.
So he'll be number two. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, you do got Kelsey.
He's
So he'll
just
be
a
number
decoy.
two.
At this point, he's a decoy. Let's just be honest. He's a decoy. Like he might not be like what he was. He's just gonna come in as a decoy and win a
And I think
championship.
in Andy Reid's offense, he could get used so much.
All right, he's in. Now I don't want to say he's in the end of his career.
Not in the. I don't think so. I don't think
Yeah,
so. Like,
but
no.
if I'm gonna put it on,
He's just not healthy right now.
If you were, Odell, where would you go? You.
I'm going to Buffalo.
You?
I think Kansas City. In the AFC, or are we just talking about just in general?
No, not generally. You could go anywhere. Playoff teams, because he's gonna go to.
Wait, is these the people that actually like want him and talks about it, or are we just talking about just in general, like just?
You
You
were
go
in his
anywhere,
shoes.
yeah.
Yeah, you were in his
Oh,
shoes.
I was in his
You
shoes.
could go anywhere with the playoff team.
Yeah, because obviously I want to go somewhere.
You're gonna go
around
a contender, of course, but who?
I'm still going Kansas City. I mean, I'm pretty sure I got somebody
like
else.
Kansas City is like the little, like they're good, and you're like, oh, like
Yeah,
it's because it's like it's like Patty is Curry.
yeah, that's why I would say I would go to Kansas City. And Andy
That's a
Reid,
good comparison.
I feel like Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes is like
He's Steph.
It's Steph
he
Curry.
just makes everything so much easier because he's gonna look for you He's gonna get you there.
I still can't believe the Bears didn't draft him. Like, what did they see in Trubisky?
Right.
Like, you had Deshaun Watson and you had
Patty
Mahomes.
and what's it called?
Patty Mahomes led the whole college and
Lamar.
no, Lamar was the.
No, he can't. He was in that year.
No,
He was the 30th. He was the 30th pick.
No, that was the year after.
I thought
Because we gave up that pick because for Khalil Mack.
Okay. I don't know how they give. I mean, you got Patrick
Doesn't
Mahomes
make
and
sense.
Deshaun Watson sitting there. I don't know how.
And what's crazy, he's been doing what he's doing. He did at Texas Tech when he matched up against Oklahoma. I remember that when they went like him and Baker went at it. They put up like 60 points. I don't know.
That's why I gotta give it. That's why, bro. That's why I got so much respect for Jalen Hurts. I got so much respect for that dude. Cause you think he goes in Alabama, bro. He gets benched and he wins them a national championship. Next year gets benched in the playoff game. Tua comes. Then he's like, all right, well I appreciate it.
Tua got hurt, remember the SEC championship, and he comes in, wins the
game. Then goes to Oklahoma and balls out, gets the Heisman, like, bro.
But that's the mentality of an athlete.
Yeah,
you get your number called in. Hey, it is what it is. That's why we have a lot of conversations. I'm pretty sure everybody, when a backup comes in, it's because he's a backup. No, you're supposed to be ready. In my opinion, you're supposed to be ready. It doesn't matter caliber of backup you are, running back. Hey, you get your number called in. Hey, this is my time to shine. And I think
man up.
Yeah, because I mean, how many people have they discovered you being the number 2?
Perfect example is 49ers quarterback. Look, he came in and beat Brady's ass. How much did he put up? 21. 21 in the first quarter. He was ready. Like, I feel like he went in there like, I have nothing to lose.
I have nothing to lose. And I've always
those are the best players.
Yeah, you get your number called in. Hey, I'm gonna see the bench anyway.
And that's why Jalen Hurts is playing good. Jalen Hurts is playing good because of that.
And that's why that came up to me that right now that Jalen Hurts not only once but twice, right?
And he said that after Carson Wentz, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not only once but twice that same stuff had happened to him. So you're like, as an athlete, you remember what I used to tell you guys when I used to coach. I mean, athletes you have to have the shortest memory.
Oh yeah, that's the best one.
Shortest memory. You miss a shot, hey, who cares? Let's go. You miss a tackle, don't worry about it. Move on. Learn from that. But
anything, boy. But I don't know. I'm just playoffs start with 2 more weeks.
That's gonna be interesting.
We'll see.
I think this week is gonna set up a lot of the matchups now because I think some teams are gonna pretty much know where they're gonna end up at.
Or some teams are just gonna go like this.
Yep.
Well, some teams are heating up. Some teams were heated up, and now they just.
You know how we were saying, like the Cowboys are number 1, number 2, or maybe number 3 defense, whatever it is. But on paper, they're highly ranked. But to me, they've lost but they've won so many games that.
That's always been them. Cowboys do it to themselves, though. They know that. It's their fans. They do it to themselves. Every year, it's Super Bowl year. It's not, hey, we're just hoping to do well in the playoffs. Nope, it's Super Bowl. It's that.
Well, they're not going to win it this year, so.
Ain't going to win it this year. Ain't going to win it next year. Year after that. Like, it's a bad day when the Cowboys win. It's a bad day on ESPN.
It's a quiet day in Dallas when they lose.
When they lose.
It's so quiet in Dallas. So quiet. You can tell the Cowboys lost because there's nobody outside. Like,
they're all in just.
all sad, crying out.
It's weird that it's like that, but then again, you go to the games, and the games we've been to, it's always the outside team that brings the crowd.
Because the Bears fans travel. Like,
y'all
y'all travel.
We've seen that multiple times. We've been to a couple of stadiums, and the most surprising has been here and in Phoenix. Me and the wife went to the Phoenix game, and we were like, man.
I don't think people, like fans like Kansas City, well now Kansas City I guess, but for so many years like Patriots fans,
Brown fans too.
No, I was talking about Browns fans.
They travel too, like you guys.
I've always said Raiders, Packers, Bears,
Steelers.
Cowboys, Steelers.
You know, I don't want to say the old school teams.
And Niners.
Yeah, Niner fans I've seen.
There's Niner fans everywhere. Packer fans.
I think that's why, because over the
and
years,
Philly.
Over the years, but people take for granted. I think people take for granted so much like Super Bowls. Like it's like Patriot fans. Like, do you think when y'all win? When did y'all go in 06?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think when is the next time that would happen? Like people really like discredit like teams getting to the Super Bowl. Like as a fan getting to the Super Bowl and seeing your team get to the Super Bowl.
For the Bears, if they draft well, I see us deep in the playoffs.
Okay. And that's
but
all
like,
you want.
But,
That's all you
but,
want
but
is
like
deep
I
in the
said,
playoffs.
I think if we have to, I'm gonna say the Bears defense is about a 70%.
Mm-hmm.
If we move up to maybe an 80-85%, offense, I give it a 40 because we're like we just said, we're just Fields.
Yeah.
Let's just say if Justin Fields don't do it, no one's gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's it. That we're
So
done.
if we move that offense maybe to a 75%, I see us not pretend because I always say, are you a contender or a pretender? So I think if we move our offense a little bit better, we're gonna be a contender, not a pretender.
If we don't do no noise in the next 5 to 10 years, sell the team.
That's it.
Sell the team. That's what I think. Sell the freaking team.
I think it's coming. Like I said, man, I used to think about that because I was like, man, like I remember like Mavericks when they got to the championship and how that was here. Oh my God, the parade.
And they beat Braun.
They beat Braun.
Fair and square.
That was a do-over. I give them that because they shouldn't have lost the first NBA championship they lost to the Heat. They shouldn't have lost that.
Have you noticed? Well, going back to just real quick on that,
Mm-hmm.
Braun has lost always to shooting teams though.
Absolutely.
Not physical teams.
Spurs.
He lost to the Spurs.
Shooting team.
Lost to the who's the one that
Golden
lost
State.
Golden State for so long.
Shooters.
And the
You
team
just
got
said-
knocked out the playoffs when he lost to the
so
Magic.
it's always-
and all that.
But when they play a physical team, Braun's ready. And I've always said, if Braun were to play, because he had the dog in him, but if he were to play, I don't want to say like Giannis is playing this year.
Oh, Giannis.
If he were to play a little bit more like that, I think Braun would be well into almost double digits championships already. A lot more physical.
I think he just needed more people to ride.
Because like we've had this argument, and
I
Braun.
just think the Warriors got lucky that Kyrie didn't play those years.
Yeah.
That 1 year Kevin Love was busted. Like, you gotta go that was like the best team ever.
Because
assembled.
if Braun makes a team physical, the team is not gonna win. Because
I think that's how they beat that Warriors that 1 year.
He made them play physical.
And Kyrie went off.
Yeah, he did. See what was the difference?
I hate Kyrie so much.
Now, Curry is the GOAT. I don't let's say they were healthy, I don't think they would have gotten him. I don't think Curry would have beat LeBron with the healthy Cavs team.
No, hell no.
Kyrie is a different.
The year before that, didn't they take him to 6 games? The year before that, when he did
But that's
Kyrie?
the year they came back on that 1-3.
No. I'm talking about the year that they lost.
Yeah, but I think it was like 3 in a row or 4 in a row, right? Like they played each other. Yeah, I think 3 in a row, right?
No, so yeah.
One was
So the year that Kyrie and Kevin Love got hurt, they took him to 6 games.
Okay.
Because everybody was like, man, Braun might pull this off, and then they came to Cleveland and won, and that was.
They won in
6.
Cleveland.
They won in Cleveland game 6. Everybody was like, man, Braun's going back to Cleveland game 6. Like if he wins, like anything can happen game 7.
And then the following year they go 7-3.
That's the 3-1 comeback. The following year was a 3-1 comeback because that was the time that Kyrie, Kevin Love basically got their revenge, and that's when everybody was like, they just beat them. What if Kyrie and Kevin Love never got hurt the first time?
And then the following year they got KD.
That's when they got KD, and it was a white. It was.
You think KD should have stayed with the Warriors?
Yes.
For him, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for him, yeah.
Why did he leave?
Tell me what has he done?
That's why I hate when people.
The same thing, it's not.
First of all, why did he even go there?
All right, I'm gonna tell you. You guys might not agree because they're different positions and everything, but KD is an AD. AD didn't do not a single thing by himself, and KD.
Okay.
So you team up with, like you just said, Curry. You win a championship. AD went to Braun championship.
You already go to places.
But what's
that
crazy
are
about
established.
Katie, I feel like Katie's one of the best girls of all time.
Hell yeah.
But he still couldn't do it. Even if he would have not gone to, let's say, to the Bay Area and he stays wherever, I don't think he would have won it.
I don't think he would have won.
I mean, he did it.
He's a baller.
He did it like LeBron. That's all it was. He needed that ring.
Remember, they were up 3-1 against the Warriors, the LKC that following.
Yeah, and I think that's why they look at him different than LeBron when he did it. Because if you know, they kind of basically did the same thing, but people forget like LeBron's Cleveland team was nowhere near KD's Thunder team. So they look at him as like, bro, you had a good Thunder team that was up 3-1.
Well, not even the Heat.
Like,
The Heat,
they
just teamed up.
Mm-hmm. And people said that Melo was supposed to go with them, but chose not to, and stayed in his location with the Knicks. That's why he went to the Knicks. But he was supposed to go there.
But the year with Miami.
Oh, that year, did you know that he was going to go to the Clippers?
Who?
LeBron.
LeBron.
He was looking for a house in LA already.
Shit.
And
The year that he joined the Heat?
yeah, it was like known that he was going to go to the Clippers because, you know, you had Kobe in LA. You're not going to go to the Lakers when Kobe's there.
Nah.
So where you going to go? Like, okay, everyone knows LA's the spot. Like, think about it. He wanted to make movies. He wanted to do all that crap. He wasn't going to go to the
Live
Lakers.
City with LeBron would have been crazy.
So he was really thinking about the Clippers because not because
Chris
the
Paul to
Clippers.
run the offense.
But what was it? That last year he won with Miami. He owes it all to Ray Allen.
Oh yeah, Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Chris Paul's getting that rebound,
Yeah, and
You found
fishing it out.
Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Well, just like
But
Jordan.
then again,
Just like Jordan won those, right?
Kerr.
But you know what? People forget though. LeBron. No, I would say Ray Allen owes him. You know, LeBron scored the last 14 points.
Yeah.
Who did?
LeBron,
He scored the last 14 points.
I remember those Heat days, bro. He would dominate.
Him and Wade.
I don't know how they lost to the Spurs.
They had the greatest shooting, one of the greatest shooting performances of all time. Bro, they was
The
literally, I
Spurs
think
were
they was like
what did
60.
Kobe say? What does Kobe say? If the Spurs didn't exist, how many championships he would have?
Exactly.
How many did it take?
Way more than
Bro,
Jordan.
he would have had 10. Think about it.
The
Spurs had 5.
The Spurs team is real underrated.
They honestly.
So
they
nobody
are
talks
underrated.
about him.
No one talks about him.
I think that's how they like it though. I think they like
I think
it.
they're starting to talk about Timmy though. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about Tim Duncan lately, like that he was good. Like,
Oh, he was good.
yeah, he was good.
He was good.
I think, yeah, but I
Duncan
they don't have nobody
I mean, think about it. They had Duncan and Robinson down in the post. You had two guys like that, and like you just said, you grab the rebound, you find your shooter, because you already made the defense collapse. You know, so. And what we just said, I mean, Braun has lost. I don't want to say to just the shooting team, but I like when he's made it physical. He pulls it out.
Yep.
It brings the dog in him. It brings the dog.
That's why I
in him.
wish he would get dogs that are shooting guards, like that are shooters. If he would get like Braun's perfect team, is somebody that shooters that play defense. Like when you get people like Amon Shumpert and J.R. Smith,
Booker.
get some dogs with them. Like if you can get some dogs that play defense and can shoot the 3-ball, and then you get just somebody. It don't even have to be an elite center.
And
Just
it's like,
somebody.
all you have to do is just shoot the ball. You got nothing and play defense.
Like I so wish they would have got the Buddy Hield, Miles Turner trade. Like
I don't think they should have gotten Russ. They should
No,
have signed
no.
DeRozan.
Yeah.
I agree. Now Russ is doing this thing now off the bench. I didn't think that he would go off the bench, but he's doing this thing off the bench. I think the dude's averaging almost 10 assists now. He's averaging almost a triple double.
Like 15 points on like a
he's like 15, 8, and 7 or 15, 8.
But he didn't even have a bad year either. Like people were just making saying he was a bad year just because like he was missing those shots. Yeah, but
here's the thing: overall, Russell or AI.
Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
Overall,
Allen Iverson all day.
Comparison.
Russell Westbrook was a businessman, but AI, they're lucky he wasn't 6'4".
but that's what I'm saying. So that's why you gotta take.
Not only that, go back. Well, you guys are a little bit younger, but if you go back when AI was balling, they used to criticize him for shooting so many times.
Yeah.
Now the NBA has evolved into you could shoot 53 times and you don't get criticized. Allen Iverson, they used to eat him up.
Here's why I brought it up because it was a podcast. I was watching a podcast and it was comparing them, and the dude was like, which I mean it made sense, but he was like, people really only think about his 2001 season.
No, I think
If you think no, because if you think so, when he went to the Nuggets, they only made it to the Western Conference, and he had Melo and all those guys. They only made it to Western Conference Finals to meet Kobe in one time.
I think what's crazy is I feel like AI was like he was not gonna win with someone else. If he was gonna win, he was gonna be by himself.
Yeah.
With Philly,
Because he just needs the ball.
Well, that's what I think. That's why I like comparing him to Russ, because I feel like Russ is the same way. But I will say this: Russ kind of, I like as a scorer. What I need to do, I love AI, but I think it's like as an all around player, I would take Russ because you get a better defender, you get somebody that's going to initiate the offense, and you're going to get scoring as well. And they both don't shoot the three. It's not like one just shoots the ball better. They're both great finishers.
I just think
They're both good as well.
They both got dogs. Like they both are dogs.
But I think AI is a bigger dog.
I don't think it's a bigger dog because you can look at Russ and what he did, what he was like. Think about the dog season after KD left. Like after KD left, he did something that he could claim.
Triple double, right?
Bro, which I'm pretty sure you thought. I know my dad thought. Nobody ever thought that was gonna be done, where somebody was gonna average a triple double in a season. And
if it was gonna be him.
Yes. So I mean, I'll take either one of them, but I mean, bro.
Yeah, either or, but like.
But yeah, and at that point, it's more just preference because I mean, AI is AI. I mean, it's Allen Iverson.
Russell Westbrook was jumping out the gym, bro. Like that was crazy.
Bro, I remember.
He was. People hated him when he was at OKC. I'm like, why do you hate him? Like, I think they hated because he was like.
I think because everybody just knew that it kind of felt like he was holding the team back. I think that's what it was. It's like, man, what would this look like without?
You take him away.
KD? Yeah,
they're even more shit.
No.
OKC would have been more crap.
Hey, but have you been watching Shay's Nice?
Oh no! Oh, Shay's nice.
Shay's Nice. God damn, they're
building a big team over there.
Oh hell yeah! Can you imagine?
They're building it.
They're building it.
They're probably 2 years. I say 2 years maybe.
If you think about it,
what is it? A shooter maybe? An outside shooter maybe? Maybe.
Yeah, they just need a superstar. But I don't think no one's gonna want to go play in OKC.
That's the thing.
So they're just gonna have to build
the market.
That team.
It's gonna be like the Warriors. You have to build a
They
team.
need to just go ahead. OKC, just hold it, bring them back to Seattle.
Like the Magic.
Yeah. All right. Let's say Golden doesn't win it, and LA doesn't win it, and somebody else wins it, and of course I'm pretty sure Brooklyn's gonna blow up.
Yeah.
What happens if KD goes back to the Bay Area?
I think the powers that be won't let that happen. I think Draymond and them will be like, nope. I know in Draymond probably he would get somehow, some way. I think he'll get Stephen Clay to like veto it. I think the first time they just knew it solely to beat LeBron.
That's when.
Yeah, like we need to beat LeBron. Now that they've won without KD, they like nah.
They don't need him.
I don't think they want his problems.
Cause that kid Poole is.
Oh yeah,
he's a dog.
Nice.
He's a dog.
I think he's like that because of Curry. He was a good player when he came in, but Curry made him what he is.
Yeah, because now he's shooting from.
He's doing what Curry does. He's playing. He plays exactly like Curry.
Like Curry, bro. Little brother. He says his little brother. Pool party.
I don't know where KD will go. Phoenix. Ooh. Go down.
I like Phoenix. I like Booker. I like the fighting Booker. I like Booker, but I don't like the Suns.
I don't like the Suns either. I was about to say, I do not like the Suns, bro.
And CB3 gets on my nerves sometimes.
Yup.
Is he washed out?
Nah, he's more like a.
He's an actual point guard.
Yeah, he's an actual
point guard.
Actual point guard.
Probably the last of the point guards.
Yeah. I can see that. Just straight assist man.
Yeah, you don't have to put up 15, 20 because
he'll deal with
maybe
14 assists. 10 points.
I think he's just on his decline. I think washed up is when you get to a point where it's like, okay, look, we know you got your name, but you need to be coming off the bench. I think he's just past his prime. I think he's just on a decline where he can still be CP, but
You think he'll take that role? 6 man?
Nah, because I think he could go anywhere else and go play point guard.
OKC?
Lakers. LeBron. He's already been
Imagine if that trade would have gone through with Kobe, him and CP.
Yeah.
But everybody blocked it, right?
They blocked it. For some reason, they blocked it.
Steve Nash. I don't know why. I mean, I've always been interested to find out like the true story on how do you block a trade, like, and then you let a couple years later the LeBron trade go through.
Well, it wasn't a trade; it was free agency.
Well, free agency, yeah, it's like free agent. Why can I not go over there? But then you like you say, you let LeBron's free agency him do that. So I've always been confused on why that was the case.
Yeah, but it's a big difference because LeBron's the NBA.
This is
No matter what team you like, LeBron's the NBA. He's the poster boy. He's not the logo, but
Who do you think is after him? Like after he retires, who's gonna be the poster boy?
Giannis.
Like I mean, real poster boy. LaMelo Ball.
Nah.
You gotta be winning too.
Yeah, you gotta.
You surround LaMelo Ball with some players.
What's the call of
Ja Morant?
I'm talking about poster boy. Like
What's it
you're gonna
called?
go watch him. You're not gonna go watch. You're watching him.
Luka.
You got Luka, Ja,
I think yeah.
Zion.
I think it's gonna be Luka though.
Yeah, he's the poster boy. He's that cool kid you want to go watch. You know that.
You can't
That
stop
cool
him.
story,
He's got a little
yeah.
personality. He be messing around with all the people in the All-Star game and stuff. Gives you buckets. Because he's got better personality than Dirk. I think Dirk could have been like that, but I mean, shit, Dirk grew up in the time with Kobe and Shaq and all them dudes. He wasn't about to be.
That's when you have to be nasty. That way.
Oof. Do you think Luka's got a chance to be better than Dirk?
Oh yeah.
Can he win it though?
Yeah, that's the thing.
You remember at the end of the game, at the end of the day, we get judged by that.
Yeah. You give him one. He needs one more player like Zach LaVine, like someone like that.
That'd be nice.
You give him someone like Zach LaVine, Bradley Beal. He just needs that one. Dame Lillard.
If he goes to Dallas, I mean,
Dang.
but he's stuck around in Portland.
Him and Bradley Beal, man, they're stuck in those places. God, I don't know why.
Maybe they'll let him go. Maybe.
Who, Bradley Beal?
Yeah, because it'll be like maybe the organization will be like, all right, you did your work for us. Okay, let's send you. Go win now. Like go win. Like,
All right, can Zion win by himself?
I think he needs somebody. I always say great big men need somebody that can pull people away from the paint.
Yeah.
Now this team,
around him is good. It's like what LeBron needed. He has Bi, Brandon Ingram. He has CJ.
Yep.
He has a good.
That kid that's nasty. The 6 man. What's his name? Jackson Hayes.
Oh yeah, Jackson Hayes. He has a good team around him. That guy over Otto.
Yep. Mr. Sneaker Pick. He just got signed. Just got to stay healthy.
That's it. He just needs to stay healthy. If he
He's
stays
that-
healthy,
I think this year he took it a different way. He probably thought, I'm back in whatever, blah blah blah. This year he took it serious. I think he took it upon heart that everybody's
we were
talking
kind of
about.
washed.
Yeah, everybody was talking
It's
about him.
like
That,
fat boy.
what was it? 2 years in the league, and
Yeah,
you played 16 or whatever. How many games he had played? And everybody had already
But
forgotten
and then
about
it
it.
sucks because you see what John Morant's doing.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, should
They're
I
gonna
go
be scared
one?
too. They're just the league is in good hands right now.
Yeah.
That
But
dude's
it's-
nasty.
I ain't gonna lie.
Ja is.
I don't think
See,
these.
that's a player that right now, no matter what team you go for, hey, I want to go see
Yeah,
that
you gonna
game.
say Ja, yeah.
I wanna see.
It's gonna be
I'm like
big,
that
bro.
with him, Booker. We've never seen Dime, so I mean,
Yeah.
Lillard. I would like to see him.
It's gonna be weird when all those guys leave. Though. Like
How
it's,
many years
it's
LeBron
gonna
got?
be for sure two. For sure two. He's gonna see Bronny play. He didn't came. I think he didn't came this far.
But he signed a 2-year contract with the Lakers.
Yeah. No, but he's gonna do some type of one and done. You know, one contract. Because at this point, man, unless he's still like top 10 player or whatever, top 15 player, I think he'll look at the money. But
Does he win another championship?
depends if he wants to win it the way he wants. I don't think so. If he wants to win it the way like,
All right, I'm gonna tell you, no, with the team he has.
yeah, I agree. He can go somewhere in the
Yeah.
championship.
With AD, I don't think he's gonna win.
Where's he gonna go?
Or who's he gonna bring?
Dallas. Come play with Luka.
Nah.
They don't take taxes here either.
He needs to go, man. He needs to go.
Maybe he just stays a Laker.
I would love for him to go to a place like.
All right, let's say he doesn't win because we're just saying he's gonna. Well, I just said it. Who takes it this year?
If
Who's a good team?
I
Does
like
Boston have
I
enough?
like the Celtics. No, I take that back. No, I do not.
Sixers? Bucks?
Yep.
Last year I said they had no chance because I don't know why. This year they have a chance.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I like the, but I don't like the Celtics.
Don't count out the Grizzlies. because they're lucky John Moran got hurt last year. They would. I feel like they would have taken everything.
Facts.
And had the Grizzlies. The whole.
Ja changes the
they
whole
changed
game.
the whole game. They're lucky. They're lucky.
Facts.
The Warriors are lucky. John Moran got hurt because he was gonna give them that.
The Warriors are lucky Jamal Murray got hurt. They don't make it past the Nuggets. I don't think they make it past the Nuggets if Jamal Murray don't get hurt because Jokic was smacking them, and then Jamal Murray got obviously.
So they got everything lined up from
That was
like,
bro, that was like the first time they won.
It was lined up for the Warriors. Like when John Moran went down, I'm like, oh no, they got it.
Well, you think about the first time that they won the championship, Kawhi gets hurt with the Spurs, and then they played somebody else, and they got hurt. Chris Paul.
CP3, huh?
Chris Paul got hurt, and the Clippers was neck and neck and going back game 6, and Chris Paul got hurt, and then they ended up taking. I'm like, why does every star player get hurt when they play the Warriors?
Kyrie got hurt.
My point. Now I would
So
love.
the 2 years also that Golden lost, Thompson got hurt, Green got suspended.
Yep. So that's why you love basketball. It's always like that one injury or anything. I would love to see LeBron and go back with Kyrie.
I think that's what Kyrie. I know Kyrie's regretting it right now. I should have never left Cleveland.
You think KD joins Bron?
I think that both would. I think they both looking at their legacies like.
I think LeBron's worried about winning another championship and playing with Bron right now.
Can he though?
Play with Bronny?
Oh yeah, he could definitely play with Bronny.
No. I mean, I know he can, but can he win it?
Oh, win a championship? Like I say, I think
because I understand he wants to play with his son, but I mean,
at this point,
what's more important? You play with your son, or getting that maybe that second, another?
Nah, probably playing.
I think he cares more about playing with his son,
because he knows that no matter what with LeBron and Jordan, people already got their mind made up. Like he can win 4 more rings.
You know what's crazy? I feel like skill wise, Kobe was like. I feel like skill wise, Kobe was probably like just
Kobe's up.
Like let's talk about everyone. We're breaking down from everyone that's ever played in the NBA. I feel like Kobe was probably like he really perfected his craft. Well, him and Curry.
Curry, I can't do Curry because Curry, you gotta play both sides of the ball. That's why I can't rank Curry high because most of the people that's in the top 10, if not everybody, they play both sides of the ball. So Curry can give you 30. But then he can also get like how you say John Moran. They was lucky.
What's another player that we've seen that is so dedicated to basketball like Kobe?
Oh yeah.
Like they're saying, most of his teammates or competitors were saying that
he was a better Michael Jordan. Because he was literally MJ, just better.
He perfected it. What is it? Allen Iverson said it on a podcast just recently. He said when I was at the club, he was shooting.
Yeah.
When we were out buying cars, he was shooting.
Or he used to trick people. Like he told T-Mac, I think T-Mac came in one time and he saw Kobe in the hotel lobby, and Kobe was like, "Man, what you doing?" And he was like, "Oh man, I came back from the club early because I gotta be at the gym." He was like, "Well, what time you gonna be at the gym?" He said, "Man, I'm thinking about going at probably like 7." It's like 7 in the morning. Like, why are you going so early? We ain't got practice till 10, so I probably wasn't gonna get there until about 8. He was like, "Man, you getting there at 8? Okay, all right. Well, shoot, I'll probably get there a little bit, around 8 then with you. All right, cool." He said, "Man," I woke up and I couldn't go back to sleep. He said, "So man, I said, man, you know what? I'm just gonna have to hit Kobe later on. I'm gonna just go to the gym." And he said, "I got to the gym at 6:30. He was already there. He was drenched in sweat. I'm like, damn, what the hell? How long this dude been at the gym? Because he just told me he wasn't going to even be here till 8. He probably was there 2 hours before me."
Yeah, he said, I saw that. And then he said that second day, he said, "Well, I'm going to beat him. I'm going to be there at 6, 5:30. And Kobe was already there. And he says, "What are you doing here?" He says, "I knew you were going to wake up early, so I had to step on you."
Yep.
I was there too, Kobe. Him and Floyd. Floyd has that work ethic too.
Floyd is crazy. That boy's crazy.
So we don't see that no more, and that's what I'm saying. Like, Bron is worried about, I think, other stuff than if he.
But I will say this: what Bron has going for him that Kobe doesn't. Kobe's never been. He might have been everybody's love, but he's never been a face of the NBA. I think we don't understand the way.
You think he was a face of the NBA?
Cool. No, I don't think so. Mm-mm. I don't think he was ever the face of the NBA.
Because I think you got when he went to China.
No, he over there, yeah, but just as the NBA, like in general, because like they said, like here it was different, but when you go to China, you know, he is already an international person. Cause shit, Luka might be, you know, Luka's going to be the biggest player over in Europe over, you know, people like LeBron and this and that. But I think you had people that was in the NBA that was like Shaq. Shaq was bigger than Kobe until he left, you know. And then you had people like AI that was there for a little bit. That was actually like the face of the NBA. Kobe was just winning, but a lot of it was winning with Shaq. And Shaq was that guy. And then remember when Shaq left, they had that period where they wasn't winning. Tim Duncan was winning. And then Kobe comes back. But by the time Kobe came back to that winning round in like 2008, 2009, LeBron was there. And LeBron was becoming, they had already gave that mantle to LeBron. Because remember, everybody, they was making so many things about, is LeBron going to be, I think what made LeBron the face of the NBA was he was just more personable and you can get to him. Because, you know, Kobe was that mindset of like, hey, y'all ain't helping me get better. I ain't got nothing to talk to y'all. I ain't trying to do no press conferences.
He wasn't commercial.
He wasn't commercialized. LeBron was just more.
Yeah, he was more commercial.
Remember those Muppet commercials that they used to do with LeBron and Kobe, where they was trying to get them into the.
Maybe Kobe didn't want to.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
Maybe because
see, that's what I'm talking about. I think Kobe was more into
basketball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna win. You want to win? Let's do this.
Well, that one story when Dwight Howard hit him up, remember?
Mm-mm.
There was a story that they were like, he was with someone. I think it was. I forgot his freaking name. What? Jamie Rose.
Okay.
He was with Jamie Rose. Supposedly that they had just traded Howard to the Lakers, and that Howard hits him up, talking about like if he knew anybody to do something right, and Kobe was like, he hung up the phone. He said, "This is not gonna work out." So he just hung up the phone and he told Jamie Rose like, "Yo, this is not gonna work out." He's like, this fool, like he was worried about different things. Like,
oh yeah, he was a different breed. And one of the last things I saw that with the Olympics, when he played the one I forwarded you, that he said this is the first play they're gonna do.
Al Gasol.
And he lit him up.
So a light power. What? You ain't gonna do that.
So how many people would do that? Brown won't do that.
Nah.
I would have done that.
Kobe won't do that. I mean, Curry won't do that. Giannis won't do that. So he was a different, like you just said, he wasn't worried about what anybody was saying.
Nah.
If you want to win, let's do it. You want to join me? Jump on board.
When Kobe did that, I was just like, yeah, that's you.
Different breed. To me, that's a different breed.
But that's why, like, he mimicked everything Jordan. Like, and I think that's the fall of Kobe's detriment is that he never really went his lane. He paved his lane on Jordan. Because you hear about stories about Jordan, like, you know, hitting teammates and this and that. You're right. A lot of people like Bron, Giannis, they ain't doing that. But Kobe was like, man, hell no. Like, we gotta win. If you ain't with me, you can, you know, get the hell on.
That's because you knew you weren't putting the same work as him.
Yeah, but
that's
Kobe,
why he got
if
mad.
you notice, besides Shaq, Kobe never played with anybody close to him, and then he got, you know, Powell or whatever. But Kobe really never played with anybody close. But I wonder how many people wanted to play with Kobe, but then was like, I can't play with him. Like, I want to play with him. I respect him, but it's like I can't play with him.
You're weak.
Nah, it's like
I would say
want to
win, you're gonna go.
Oh yeah, no, facts. But I will also say
Shaq is an idiot for leaving. I don't know why he left. Why he?
He won another championship.
And after that,
it's ain't like Kyrie, right?
It's the same thing. Pippen. I'm out. Why would you want to leave?
Exactly. Why didn't leave Kobe?
But
Dwayne Wade won that championship.
Yeah. But there's and that's what hurts Jordan, right? They always say Pippen never won, but Jordan never won without Pippen.
Jordan was in the ring regardless.
Yeah, we don't know that.
Nah, he would have won regardless.
So
Jordan was like that.
That's why we have so many discussions. I'm glad you brought that up. That's why we have so many discussions. People think Jordan's career started in 1991. Buddy was in the league for 8 years.
He put up 65 points against the Celtics
in a loss. People was getting smacked. Like, people don't understand. Like how you just said, that was one game in a loss.
I think that was the one game that was like, they said like, this guy's gonna be a problem.
See, yeah, that's fine. You can be a problem, but with people, and I love, because I go deep down in the tunnel with like Jordan stuff. Because like when you watch certain things and you watch this dude, not saying Jordan was not a beast, because yes, he was a fucking beast. But when people realize that, okay, like 1991, he won his first championship, right? Okay, let's look before that. What was he doing? Like you said, you brought one game where it's like, okay, people
he didn't do
feel
nothing.
like he's going to.
I agree with you. He didn't do shit.
Yeah, so but you say he was going to win regardless. But he waited 7 years to win.
But
maybe it took him longer to figure out. I mean, because Kobe didn't win his first year.
Mm-hmm. And then Kobe got.
But
Shaq.
then again, Kobe's like, okay, what do I have
I don't
to
think
do?
he had the pressure like other players had, like LeBron. I don't think no one's ever had the pressure like LeBron.
Hell yeah.
LeBron was a superstar at 15 years old. He's been the highlight. He came into the
See,
league.
and
I think that's what's not hurt him, but because he's won. But he has that on
Hey,
him.
I feel like it got to his head sometimes.
Yeah, but I think that's what puts him.
And Kobe.
And
I
that's
think
why
that's
it
why-
wasn't a big deal that Jordan didn't win. Because maybe they didn't have that high expectation.
No, they did because everybody in
If
the
he
league.
did, he would have been the first pick. Think
What
about
hurt
it.
Jordan, this is what hurt Jordan, and Isaiah Thomas talks about it too. He said what hurt Jordan and why he didn't win with us is because we knew the league was trying to make this guy the best. And I kind of compare it, let's say they was trying to get Justin Herbert like over Patrick Mahomes, over Tom Brady, over Joe Burrow. Like, hold on, bro.
But how did they beat them? What were we talking about earlier? You have to play physical?
Well, no, that's what I'm
They
saying.
beat him
But
up.
the
Like,
reason
you figured
they
out, like,
said
we
that
beat him up.
was that you said, so the Lakers and the Celtics, when they was battling, and your dad knows, like, they was fighting, right? But, okay, y'all can hit each other, but you better not, don't touch Jordan. I'm sorry, what? Why are we not touching him, but we can do all this? Because we want him to win, right? So it's like, oh, no. So it used to be, that's why it's a different game today. It's like when you come down that lane, there was a ticket to pay, right? You had to pay that price. So, you know, they always talk about the Jordan rules where he said all that was if you come into the lane trying to do all that cute dunk, you on the floor, right? You picking yourself up. And then like your dad just said, you know, kind of it's like it took him a little bit longer to, you know, to win, to figure it out is because, hey, they're not going to give me these calls. And even if they are giving me these calls, I got to get buff. I got to get, you know, I got to get hit the gym, be able to take that contact because I can't be coming up into the lane all cute and this and that. And then Scotty comes, and Scotty was able to relieve that pressure because if Jordan, you know, have a game, people forget, bro, you know, his
I don't
first...
think Pippen would have put up like 50, 60.
No, but this is the thing, people forget. Jordan, like you said, you brought in a game where he had 63.
You put Jordan anywhere, he would have won. You put Pippen anywhere,
well, we don't
he
know
would
that,
have been
but
a solid player.
so this is the thing. So Jordan, when in 1991, they had a game 2 in the second round, I think. They were down. No, game 4, my bad. They were down 2-1, right? Jordan goes, I believe, if I have the stat, I know it's a minute in the podcast, but Jordan goes like he 5 for like 18. 5 for 18. Pippen scores 29 and 12 and they win that game.
What did he do?
Who?
What did he do? Pippen, his job. That you're supposed
But
to
no,
do.
but you see,
You're
but
supposed to do that.
but you see how you were so easy to be like, oh, Jordan. No, Jordan had major duds, but like you said, it's a team.
Mhm.
It's a team. Me personally, I can never put a team thing over somebody individual, right? So me automatic people that golf, box, tennis, they're head above athletes that play football, basketball, the team. Because if I'm a fighter like Floyd Mayweather, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, all these guys, if I'm getting my butt beat in the ring, I can't tap and be like, hey Danny, I need a breather. You gotta go. No, you gotta muscle that out and try to get that win. Floyd Mayweather, every single time he went to the ring, he had to worry about his record getting beat, right? Jordan, yeah, he had perfect in the finals, but guess what? If he had a couple bad games, and Scottie Pippen, Steve Kerr with the shot, right? Steve Kerr helps Jordan get that ring. Dennis Rodman helps Jordan get that ring.
Who got him there?
Who
got him
the
there?
team. Because guess what? You had things in the
team got
playoffs.
him there or Jordan got him
So
there?
If they're
It wasn't the
this how
Chicago Bulls.
this how the
it was
te-
Jordan
this is how the
and the
team-
Bulls.
But this is how the team does, right? If you score 102 points and Jordan averages 35, where did those other points come from?
The team.
That's my
But we're
point.
expecting Jordan to put up those numbers because.
But guess what?
Yeah, I think that's like Curry. You move Curry, there's no Golden State.
Oh yeah, but that I would say with you when you were Curry.
Pippen was good, but he wasn't so good to be like he's the reason why the Bulls won all those championships.
All right, when your dad will remember this. We don't, because we wasn't born. Like we even never.
We
really,
watch the highlight. We don't gotta watch.
Yeah, but we never.
Be there.
But we never played. We never saw Jordan. Like we never saw the controversy. Like if you relive.
We don't have to. They tell us.
No,
they don't talk about Pippen.
Which no, they are because it's Jordan. They're not going to talk about Kyrie.
No, you were good.
They're not
going to
talk
about you.
No, they're bro.
It's like if you're good at sports, they're gonna come find you.
Pippen is the top.
Find you.
Pippen was given the top 50 players of all time.
Yeah.
So he is good, and they do talk about him. So do you realize what happened a year after Jordan won? I bet your dad knows. After the year Jordan lost, before he came back, what happened?
Didn't the Rockets win that year?
No. What happened with the Bulls? What happened with your dad should know this. When the year Jordan went to go play baseball, your dad should know. But what happened with Jordan? I mean, when Jordan went to go play baseball, what happened
The
with
Bulls were trash.
No, they were not. They got to the Eastern Conference Finals with Pippen, with no Jordan, just Pippen. Pippen averaged.
Coach.
See, but you can't keep moving the goal line. You just said what would happen if Jordan.
Did they win it?
Bro,
No.
okay, so
Why? Because
Okay, so-
Jordan wasn't there.
so Jordan, what did Jordan?
Jordan,
do?
the Bulls would not be relevant if Jordan didn't
I
get
said,
drafted by
what did Jordan? Well, Derrick Rose was coming in their
You're not
future.
gonna compare Derrick Rose to Michael Jordan.
No, but you said they wouldn't be relevant. You didn't say they wouldn't be great. Did Derrick Rose make the Bulls relevant?
They're already relevant.
Bruh, if nobody played for the Bulls
You're
before,
gonna
let's
compare
just say
Derrick Rose to Michael Jordan.
no. I'm saying relevancy, right? It's like if
He
there
was
was
just
no
another first round pick. Derrick Rose. He was just a number one pick. Like another number one pick went to the Bulls. He did work.
He was the youngest MVP ever in the
Okay.
NBA history.
What else did he do?
And got to the Eastern Conference
What
Finals.
else did he- what's the whole point of doing what? Winning the championship? Did he do that? No.
So okay, let me ask you
Pippen
this.
win that championship?
Let me ask you
No.
this. So let me ask you this. Because I like.
Because the whole point was that Pippen did this and he went to the Eastern Conference championship. They didn't win it.
No, my point is this. What I like to ask you is Jordan before 1990, because you keep moving the goals and you keep changing, you keep going from point A to point B. What did Jordan do before 1991?
Nothing. He was a nobody.
Okay.
He got drafted in 84,
Mhm.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He didn't, he was alright.
So he didn't do
90,
nothing.
he started picking it up, 91. He went on a run, 91, 92, 93, stopped playing for a year,
Mhm.
won another 3 in a row.
So why did it take him 8 years?
Why did he? I don't know.
So why did he
There
do
was,
nothing? And after 1998, what happened?
1980.
You guys gotta understand too. There were some strong teams.
Oh no, for sure.
He was
Boston.
developing. He was. I'm telling you, bro. I don't feel like the pressure was really on him like other players
now.
were. Like now.
Okay.
That's
so
what. I think maybe he was like. Maybe that's why.
here's what I say with
Because let's say that he came into now, I feel like the pressure would have been like.
Here's
okay,
what here's what I say with Jordan. And I say this all the time. And because I don't like. That's why I say when you get with team stuff, I don't like this ifs, whats, whatever. I just go with literally what happened. Right? There was a 7-year period where Jordan was great. Jordan played, I believe, 15 years. So half of his career, and I'm looking right in the camera because people need to know, like you need to know. There was a half a year that is uncredited with Jordan, and there's also 5 years after 3 years after the 98 season, the last season, where he goes to the Wizards and is just trash, right? So people like to take this 91 to 97 years and just, that's all his stuff. That's all his stuff. They don't like to go beforehand, and they don't like to go after that.
How many rings did he ring?
My point. He played
6,
15.
right?
He played 15 years, so he only
Who
won
else
6.
has won that many? You're making it seem like motherfuckers out here
Kareem.
winning 10 rings and shit.
Kareem.
Back in the day, let's keep it above. Back in the day, those motherfuckers were trash.
So once again, you moving the goalpost. That's not the argument. You can only play the competition.
You're arguing
play
that
the
you're making
competition.
it seem like he was gonna be great for 40 years.
Who?
Jordan. Because
No.
you're like, he was good for
No,
7,
no.
and then he wasn't good for this, and
Not at all.
he
What
won
I'm
6
saying is-
rings.
No, what I'm
He
saying
has the
is
most
that-
rings. He's the best player of all time.
Who?
Jordan, one of the best players. I'm not even a big Jordan fan.
Yeah.
I think
What I'm saying is I don't like what people always do is when they move the goalposts, because people say, okay, they say Scottie Pippen was a nobody. Okay.
no one's saying that. No one is saying he was. No, I say
I'm not
he
putting
was
Scottie
just
Pippen
another
on-
normal player in that team.
Okay, but what I'm saying to you is Jordan was Jordan. But Jordan didn't do anything without those normal guys on the team. That's why I hate putting team arguments, because everybody does their job. So if we lose a game because, hey, Jordan, if I pass you the rock, you're that dude, guess what? You're supposed to take this last second shot because you're that dude. You missed that last second shot. You lost us this game because you didn't do your job, right? But people forget that, right? You brought the 63-point game. Everybody likes to say 63 points. You mainly think, did they win? Did they win? No, that was in a loss. So why bring it up if it was in, you probably didn't even know it was in a loss. Why bring it up?
I was the one that brought it up.
But why, that's what I'm saying. So why?
Because that was when he was that's when everyone knew that he was about to be that. That's
Don't
when
care,
I
he
said.
lost. He
That's
lost.
when he was gonna be that guy. That game made him that guy.
He
And he lost, and he still won 6 more rings.
Yeah, 8 years later.
He still won 6
for him.
rings.
That's like saying, okay, that's like saying it took
He won
LeBron.
6 rings, bro.
But
It's not easy to win championships.
you know
It's
who
not
else?
easy.
It's hard going
Oh,
back
no,
to
it's-
that.
Especially back then. Back then they were ass.
Who?
Back in those, bro, all those players were ass back in the day. You compare
Wait,
this
what,
to
whoa.
this.
Are we
You
talking
compare
about
those
the
guys-
80s?
Yes.
You think that people in the 80s were trash? With
Look at the way
Magic
they
Bird?
dribble the ball. We haven't seen those guys
No, I
dribbling
want
the ball.
I want your dad's
You're gonna
opinion.
compare-
I want your dad's opinion. Do you think the
No,
80s?
we have this argument all the
Okay.
time.
So you're telling me those bench warmers, you think Steve Kerr's guarding John Morant? No.
They wouldn't put
You
Steve Kerr
think
on
John
John Morant.
Paxson's guarding John Morant?
No.
No.
They wouldn't put those guys on. They wouldn't put those guys
These
on.
guys are different nowadays. They're way different nowadays. They way different. Now you put Jordan in this era, would he win? You think he's winning 6 rings in this era? With all this talent. Now you put him in this. You put him right.
Wait, you talking about right now? Like right now? Or you talking about like 2000?
Let's say when Kobe and all them, you put him with Kobe.
Shit, Kobe. Are you giving Jordan what Kobe had? Because Kobe won 5.
Yeah, he won 5.
So what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
He won 2 with Shaq. He won 2 with Shaq.
So that's what I'm saying. Jordan. No, he won 3 with Shaq. But that's what I'm saying. Jordan, bro. Like it's not hard to say that Jordan couldn't win 6. Kobe won 5. Tim Duncan
No,
won
but
5.
look at the okay. But what I'm trying to say is compare. I'm trying to compare like the skill set back in the day. Look
No,
at
but
the
you
way
said
the game
Jordan,
was played.
You said could Jordan?
Yeah, can you,
hit 6
if you
rings?
drop, can you
I
give me
said
6
Kobe
rings?
won 5 and Tim Duncan won 5. So it's not hard. That's not far fetched to say Jordan couldn't win 6 if those guys won 5. That's not far fetched.
Right. But how many did Curry win though? He won 4.
But you keep bringing.
No, I say you drop them in this era.
That's why I said. Are you talking about this era? Or you talking about like after 2000?
When Kobe, all of them jumped in. Carmelo, all of
That's
them.
why I just said. Kobe won 5.
Okay,
Tim Duncan won
okay,
5.
won
So
5.
now you're asking. You keep bringing other.
Would he
players
have won
in.
the 6 rings still though?
I'm not saying
Same
he
team,
wouldn't.
or you just
That's-
throw him in here.
We're throwing them anywhere because we're saying that Jordan was.
I put
I'm
it
saying
like
that
this.
he could win anywhere.
I'm putting it like this because people who won 5 rings or whatever take their star player and put Jordan. Yes. Take Kobe off that Kobe Shaq team. Yes.
Oh, but let's say this. He was gonna have to go against Kobe. He was gonna have to go against.
I'm saying
the KDs.
I say it'd be another.
Does he
like
win
Golden
6
State.
though?
He might not win.
I don't think he. I mean,
back to back.
LeBron would have won
Yeah.
20 back in the day. How many did he make? He won 10. He could have won 10.
well, y'all
Back
depends.
in that day, he would have won probably 15, just like Bill Russell.
Well, it all depends on who you. It all depends on.
That's
who
what
you
I'm saying.
team
Just because the
is,
skill
man.
set wasn't as it is, bro. You got guys that you got guards that are like 6'9" now. You didn't have guards that were 6'9" back in the day.
6'2", 6'3", max.
The skill set is way different. Back then, it was everything big, bro. Come on.
Yeah,
everything was big.
That's
was
but
played down deep.
and that's
Everything.
The, but that's
So
the
that's
thing.
why
But that's
Jordan
the thing.
came in.
You gotta
Okay,
go. You gotta
Jordan
flip
came
it.
in. Jordan came in, and what happened?
But you gotta flip it. You gotta flip it. They ain't got no centers like that back then.
Don't you-
Okay, you got Joel Embiid right now.
Hey, don't you think?
Joel Embiid?
No, don't you think Jordan would have evolved to this game more? Because he turned
He
his
couldn't
game
shoot the
around.
3. So he had to adjust it. His game.
Perimeter.
No. His game would have been way different now. Because now it's a 3 game. Now if you can't shoot the 3,
Yeah,
you're
that's
done.
what I'm saying.
You're done
You
in
don't
this
think
in
he
this
will?
deal.
Nah, because you can have athleticism. Because John Morant
Yeah.
can't shoot the 3, and he's
But his game, but he
But
does
Jordan-
other things. He does
that's
other things. Great.
Jordan. That's Jordan. Jordan does other things
He
way
wasn't a
better.
good passer.
Who? Who
Was
was
he a
it?
good passer? Was he a good passer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is Jordan giving you 10 assists every game?
John Morant's not giving you
Jim.
10 assists.
Oh yeah, he is. He averages 9. I have price picks.
That he averages 9 assists.
He
a game.
averages like 8
John-
around it. Michael Jordan is not giving you 10 assists every game because he needs to shoot the ball and he needs to hand. He needs to shoot it like you need the ball.
Yeah, but I think like your dad was saying, I mean, if you're gonna pick up and drop people, then you gotta let them adapt to the game. You just can't, because even LeBron is a crying when he gets to the.
Drop him back in the day. Drop
Well,
him in the
LeBron
70s.
LeBron can handle the roughness, but he also is getting smacked with no foul. Like LeBron is going to the
he's
going to the
big.
hole. Well, he's going to the hole for contact, but he's also looking for the.
But
for the
I mean,
foul.
LeBron's like I've always said, LeBron.
Hell yeah.
But in that era, it was down
I think
deep.
it would have been. It would
Would
have
he
been
would
for
have played
the
down deep?
Huh?
Would he would have played down deep? That would have been the
Remember,
difference.
he could play all 5 positions. So
No.
no, back then he would have still played. He was still that. He
He
was
was
still.
not
He
gonna
would have
play
still
a
been.
5, but
He
you
would
gotta
have
see.
still been 6'8", 2'8".
I would say-
Let's not forget that.
No, he is what it is.
I put it like people who he would meet, like, because they're trying to win. So let's just say his playoff competition back then versus what he would have to do, like Jordan.
Because the players aren't good. Like, you bring up those Knicks teams, like you bring up the Pacer teams, like, okay, let's say you.
But
team
you
up
can do
the
that. You
Pacers.
can do that now though. Pacers are trash. The Kings.
No, but like,
trash,
no. I'm not saying the Pacers were trash. The Pacers were good back in the day.
No, I'm talking about right
In the
now.
day.
I'm talking about right now. Like you say, Jordan coming up here.
No,
Bro,
I was
we got
saying
terrible
like,
teams now.
no, I'm trying to compare the teams like overall the players that they have. They weren't
What
good.
Danny's saying is like the John Starks, you know, the Knicks team.
Yeah, it's like they had like they weren't really okay.
Yeah.
You compare it to the role players now, they're way better now. The role players way better.
What?
It's not recording.
It is. It's just the black screen. But we've been in, bro. I feel like we've been in for like 2 hours.
It's been like 3 hours. Can I stop it or no?
I got my mom with
Probably that thing.
It only recorded for an hour and a half.
Oh my god.
That's still a long ass time. God damn.
To be